is up? I am currently procrastinating with this live stream at your favorite place or my favorite place, Whole Foods. Love this place. Got to update my thumbnail really quick on the YouTube side. By the way, we've been doing pretty well on like the YouTube stuff recently. Our CTR has been good. We've been uploading pretty regular videos. I'm really happy about everything so far this week. Hold on. My camera just died. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh, I wonder if it's like the connection. Can you guys see me? Hold on. Cool. It's kind of working. Kind of janky. Just updating my settings right now. By the way, this vidIQ suggested titles is like the worst. Maybe I'll turn this into... Yeah, I think it's good enough. Let me open my chat. I haven't done a live stream in ages, dude. It's been forever. I'm like kind of remembering how to like open everything and all that. It's been so long. I feel like a complete boomer right now. Whew. Okay, cool. We got some questions going on. But before I start, I just want to say this live stream, there's no purpose. I have no launch, nothing promoting on this thing. The only thing I will promote is maybe my email list at the very bottom if you want to stay connected. But most of you guys are already probably on my email list anyways. I'm going to be sending out more newsletters and stuff with people. And recently I've just been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. I've been growing my Kaizen closing, head of sale fractional services type of stuff, super businessy stuff. It's like really leaning into this high ticket sales stuff. I've been obviously producing a lot more with this YouTube channel, which has been really good. And from a health point of view, I've been doing zone 2 cardio and just probably gonna I might start Muay Thai this week, but I got this freaking nasty ass burn. It's not as nasty as before, but yeah. Anyways, let's answer some questions and see what's up with y'all. Drop me, by the way, if you're watching this, drop like something that you're really excited about this week. And let's answer some questions. Would you recommend high ticket sales after a failing ecom business? I think I have a video about like, I'm not sure if so I've done so many videos at this point that are like kind of pending right now. And actually that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this stream is because I kind of want to get an idea of like what's on top of mind for you guys. And I think doing a service-based business is always really solid. Because like when you're a new entrepreneur, you have two things that you don't really have. You don't have any skills. The second thing is let me turn off this music. It's kind of distracting actually. I was going to do the chill lo-fi shit, but I like the ASMR of Whole Foods, honestly. And I can hear myself way better now. But when you're a new entrepreneur, there's like two things, right? Like one, you don't have any skill sets and you need to build those up. The second thing I think about is you probably don't have a lot of capital unless you're coming from one industry to another. And if you're like coming from a high income like job or something like that, then I would probably recommend to better acquire a business or do something else. But if you're starting from the very bottom and your e-commerce business failed because from what I know, it's a pretty resource intensive thing. You probably burn through all your cash. So I think high ticket sales is pretty solid. The hardest part about high ticket sales is learning how to, one, the process, but two, I would say the clients. And I would say the client part is probably a lot harder. Now, since you have some insight on e-commerce, I would probably do some sort of e-com like consulting. If you want to do business opportunity, I kind of feel like meh about business opportunity because those things can be kind of shady sometimes. But I really like using existing tangential skill sets or experience to leverage on high ticket sales. So for me, one of the things that I really love is like YouTube, and so I talk about YouTube and then stack high ticket sales on top of that. And I realized there was a gap in the market where there's a lot of creators who don't know how to make money or who have a lot of trouble making money and stuff like that. And so that's where I've come in kind of with my experience. So I think it's always an essential skill because there's so many tangential skills. You learn how to do a bit of consulting. You learn how to like think through problems methodically. And you really get to learn a bit of market research about what people actually care about versus what people don't care about. Like there's this whole features and benefits thing. And I think like when you're a beginner, you don't really know the difference. But after doing sales so much, like it's really helped me identify, oh, this is what people actually care about, like intuitively. And then it's also helped me become a better copywriter. So I think learning the essential skills of writing, learning how to be on video, learning how to do sales calls or more, I would say advisory calls. That's how I look at sales, honestly. It's like really, really good advisory and qualification and stuff. Yeah, and I think that's what I would recommend. I can't find my iPhone. Have you seen my phone? Oh my God, we got the OG in the house. What's going on, man? Kevin, I'm rooting for you and your success. I'm rooting for my own success too. But man, I kind of feel embarrassed to kind of mention my goals here, but I just want to say, like, dude, one of the things that I had a really hard conversation recently, and not a hard conversation, but look in the mirror about like my goals and what I'm trying to do, and I just realized I wasn't showing up the person I needed to be. And so like for this YouTube channel, I was uploading videos. Some of them were okay, some of them were better, but I think I thought a lot about like when was the happiest when I was with this channel. It was actually when I was living at the JK house like in 2017 and just shooting every day, and it just felt very effortless and very carefree, and I didn't have to think about B-roll and all these production things. So recently I've just been doing these like on the bed reflection videos. Honestly, if I was at home, I'd be sitting on the ground right now. I wouldn't be standing because I just love the vibe of it. I got it from the girl vloggers. But yeah, and so rather than just like preserving my money and things like that, I'm thinking about how do I pay my team more? How do I show up more? And I have a few goals. They all start with 10, right? So like I want to get to 10% body fat. That's really, really important for me. And not only just like lean down, but be also very, very athletic. Like I see some of the guys at the gym and at the jiu-jitsu and all that sort of stuff. And that's why I've been implementing a lot of zone 2 cardio. I've been weight training a lot more, studying a lot of tape and stuff on that end. And I'm going to be starting Muay Thai, and I started yoga, but I canceled my yoga membership, so I have to renew it again. The other thing is I want to become a 10 planet black belt. I'm a purple belt right now, so it's kind of far. And I might go to Asia, which might set it back a bit, but I'll still be training and stuff. So yeah. And then the last one is I want to get to 100K per month. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I think it's going to be a mix of like advisory services, like through the high ticket sales advisory, through Kaizen Closing. I launched some new offers, not for B2C. I made a decision not to work with beginners anymore. I do have my YouTube mastermind, but that's very minimal. And then I think about affiliate marketing and doing more product reviews on this channel too, that of the tools that I use, because honestly, it was great. I've just been in my head a lot, just being like, oh, damn, these videos take a long time to do. And I was like, this ain't too fun, bro. So yeah, so there's that. But hey, I can't find my phone. Dude, after all these years, I still fuck up your name. But I just want to say, like, bro, like, I appreciate you, man. I recognize you. Like, it means a lot to me to have OG fans and stuff like on this. Actually, I'm going to save this as my thank you folder. Okay. TSF says facts. Any alternative to high ticket sales that you recommend? I see a lot of people teaching others as their main form of income. I feel like Okay, so when you're beginning, Alex Hormozy would probably say something similar, but when he was starting like gym launch and stuff, he was really focusing on learning the art of acquisition, so learning a bit of marketing, he was learning a bit of sales and stuff. I think those are two mechanisms that are really, really important that people are looking. And one of the growing markets I also see is like the art of storytelling, the art of doing video. So you don't need to be a full-blown videographer. Like if you gave me a camera and you're like, hey Kevin, shoot this like cinematic like vlog, I couldn't do it. I fucking suck. I would probably hire that out, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think like copywriting's pretty good. Any sort of medium where you're just like learning how to sell and try to understand what people need and doing content, I think you'll be in any sort of marketing. Sorry, let me clarify. Any sort of marketing channel, right? And any sort of like conversion channel, with that, whether that's high ticket sales or anything like that. I think those are two most important skill sets to have. And then maybe if I add a third set, like it's even more niche, but like learning how to create an irresistible offer. There's just so many skill sets to learn, and even right now, I'm like learning a lot more all the time. Like I've been studying a lot of Daniel Priestley and stuff. I'm actually creating a score app quiz to help for not only Ali, but for also myself for my high ticket like Kaizen closing type of stuff too. But yeah, like learning how to position offers and learning like, I'm not gonna lie, I think the internet marketing has like a really bad reputation right now because like there's a lot of fake scarcity and stuff like that, or high pressure sales tactics. And the shift that I see going forward, and it's already starting to happen, but like through people like Daniel Priestley and all that, is like capacity-based scarcity, letting people know that, hey, we only take this much. We're only looking for these type of people, and not being scared to push them away. It's almost like dating a little bit. Like it's like when I say it out loud, it kind of kills the magic, but in the moment, it's like when I'm hyper vigilant on like ethical like scarcity and stuff, and it should be true for all your offers. That's why waitlists do so well. The anticipation of things, like, bro, that's why like all these Coachella and EDC and like freaking Lovers and Friends, they did so well initially because they had a waitlist. Even Fire Festival, even though that was a dumpster fire, bro, like that did so well. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, like I would say any sales modality or marketing modality, you should be good. I see people just do like ads and stuff too, which is pretty cool. At the end of the day, you'll probably learn everything no matter what you choose, bro. So as long as you're open-minded and you're just like, oh yeah, whatever I need to kind of learn, like I'm just gonna learn, because even right now I'm learning the art of like cold emails and stuff. I'm not the best at that. Like I would say I'm really strong at sales. I'm really strong at like, I'm okay at like storytelling. I'm trying to get better actually. I'm like studying a lot of Matthew Dix and stuff. And then I'm okay at that. Content I know decent amount, but not as much. I wouldn't say I'm as good as I am with sales with it. Eventually I want to get really, really good at content though too. Especially like content strategy and picking out ideas and stuff. So yeah. Did you see Taporia's KO of Max Holloway? Bro, I did not get to see that. I was watching my friend posted on the story and I was like, oh fuck, I missed it. And so it was crazy because Max Holloway is a freaking beast, bro. Like his last thing with Gagey and all that, fucking beast. But yeah, like it's kind of sad. But he's also getting a lot older. But I feel like he's one of those fighters that has gotten better the more he's been in UFC and stuff too. Nicholas asks, by the way, let's get some likes in here. I don't even know if likes work. I have this hypothesis. I think if I get some more likes, then it might boost the impressions and stuff, but I'll see. Like what? I think I'm 14 minutes in, so maybe I can check the engagement or something like that. I don't know. I have this. That'd be really, really cool. And what the fuck happened? Hold on. Go back. Hold on, guys. Let's go back. Can you guys hear me? Hold on. Webcam. Yeah, I'm not liking this setup. But yeah. Let me just check my sound settings really quickly. Sorry, guys. Okay, I think we're back. Am I back? Let me know in the comments. Am I afraid of AI? do you see Elon Musk's robots? No, I haven't, but I'm a big proponent of AI. Like, I'm a big person who's like, I want to create an army of creator robots and just like kill all 99% of creators. If you can't beat them, make Skynet, right? So that's a Terminator 2 reference, by the way. I might be super old for that. But I'm not scared of AI because honestly, like, could it replace me one day? Absolutely. Are there all these threats with it? Sure. But I realize how little the general population does not know about AI. And it's such an enabler for someone who has like, so if you guys don't know, I'm like really big into human design. Actually, in my bag, I'm going to do a big tutorial on this, but it's called Human Design for Business. I wish I had a affiliate link, but I have to go log in. It's not worth it for the two cents. But I realized like probably a few months ago that I'm a projector. And so my energy goes up and down. And with things like AI, it helps me be able to kind of execute a lot quicker, take my processes and procedures that are in my head and put into AI and just do things a lot quicker. So I think like, yes, could you be scared of it? Yeah, but you should probably learn how to embrace it at this point. It's not going away anytime soon. And it's such an enabler. And some things it still sucks with, I'm not gonna lie, like it kind of sucks, but like there's a lot of great stuff with it too. So yeah, but I did not see Elon's robots. Pretty funny. Drayshawn, what's up? What's going on, brother? I haven't talked to you since Vancouver, bro. Content strategy is right up my alley, but I also find myself writing a lot of copy these days. Yeah, writing, like, it's kind of funny. Like, I think Drayshawn can probably agree with it. And I talk to a lot of my other friends. Everybody starts in different things. So for me, like, I started off in copywriting and high-ticket sales, but I really got decent at high-ticket sales. I would say that's the first skill I got really decent at. Then YouTube and stuff like that. And you just have to learn everything eventually, right? Like, even with someone like Drayshawn, who probably did a lot of SEO, he had to learn sales at one point because he needed customers or something like that too. He's generating sales calls, right? And it's like, at the end of the day, I'm going to be biased. I'm going to say like, learning some sort of sales vehicle and marketing vehicle are so important. And I know a bunch of friends, like Drayshawn and I have a friend named like Cynthia and stuff. She's like really into paid ads, but she was the one that introduced me to branding and stuff. And you eventually learn everything, honestly. I think the one major gap for me though is definitely paid ads. I know nothing about paid ads, and I'm just like, man, I gotta eventually learn this or like hire people out for it. But yeah, I'm not that great at it quite yet. Who am I voting for president? Do I want to get canceled right now? I kind of like, honestly, I'm not scared to say who I'm voting for, but given the YouTube climate and stuff, I think you can infer who, like, in the shadow banning and stuff from YouTube, I think you can kind of infer, and I can probably talk about that through DMs or something like that, but probably like when my YouTube channel is just starting to like pick up again, I'm not trying to get shadow banned right now. So yeah, but it's like for that exact reason, right? Like I'm a very big, just to give you an idea, like my family escaped communism back in the day, and they escaped and so we're really, really big on like free speech and stuff like that too. And I'll just put it like this: I'm not a big pro on like silencing and censorship and stuff like that too. So I'll just put it like that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy too, like seeing all the marketing behind political content as well. I've seen a lot of these political channels just blow up with all the impressions and views, and I don't think I've ever been in a political climate where it felt so heated. For me though, like honestly, when someone has an opposing view, like I don't take personal offense to that, honestly. I'm just like, whatever, like people have their own views, they'll talk about it. Sometimes I never really got heated over politics. I'm just like, oh, people have different views, people go through different experiences, and they're allowed to believe what they want to believe. Now, do I agree with what they believe in? Probably not. And quite realistically, do I have trouble empathizing sometimes? I'm just like, I just can't see it, but I think like after doing so much psychology and stuff like that, you just realize everybody has their own views. It's not right or wrong. But yeah, it's just like your values and stuff too. And a lot of the values that one of the political, one of the people who's in the elections, I just don't agree with. I definitely agree with you, Kevin. You eventually have to learn everything regardless. I'm biased towards skills that'll help you get more skills, sales in general, not just traffic. Yeah, because here's the thing, right? Like, I think like, especially with sales, like the beautiful thing is like, I've done a lot of things with sales and I've been exposed to a lot of things. So a lot of you guys might not know, I started off with an e-com business opportunity back in the day. That's how I got my initial reps, but I didn't like it. It felt super slimy. And so then I went on to help my friend's digital marketing agency, and then I helped my friend's lead generation agency. I even had a real estate investor client back in the day too. And now I'm helping Ali. I had a few other clients, but they weren't super memorable. But I'll put it like this: I've seen a good amount on the internet, and honestly, I can just have these conversations where I can just talk to anyone, honestly, and it's not super high stakes for me. It's really, how do I put it? In sales, you need to at an early age, you need to relax. You need to listen. You need to do all these things, but it doesn't really hit you. It's kind of exact same thing with jiu-jitsu. It's when you tell people to loosen up, what do? They stiffen up even more. It's I'm trying to relax. I'm oh my God, you can't do that, right? But I feel like that with sales and stuff too. And then even if you're not good at generating traffic, people are always looking for more conversions or the right clients, and you can always partner up with someone and just learn as you go. I love taking coaching programs and stuff like that. I think they're very, very helpful. But I think I've gotten to the point where technical coaching programs they're cool and stuff, but I think at this point in time, I'm really good at understanding, I could take probably some sort of course or read a book and understand it, and then I would pay someone on power hours or join a mastermind to understand all the nuances of the business. That's just me. I'm very biased because I have a tendency to learn really, really fast. I read even this weekend I read 2 books this weekend, and we're not even at the end of Sunday yet. So that's biased toward me. I'm not saying I'm smarter than people, but I know my strengths of hey, I learn really, really quickly. I can understand concepts really, really quickly and implement it. And I think finding a client and being able to get in the ring or get your roles in for business, right? Sparring for business is the most important thing. You'll learn way more than any course or coaching program or anything like that. You can see people in the background. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, guys. I think, I'll until the comments keep on rolling, I think I can probably talk about some of the things that I've been reading and consuming and stuff. I love to show you some of that stuff. And then maybe I'll end stream in 7 minutes and stuff too. Because I do have work. Honestly, okay, so I'll tell you all the work I've been actually procrastinating on. Dude, I've been working on this new offer. Something I've noticed in the market is this head of sales type of role. So a good head of sales, they'll do everything from bottom funnel conversion. So if you imagine this, hold on. Tofu. So I'll show you a diagram really quickly. There's this concept of this is day one marketing stuff that you learn. But let's see what we get. Yeah, there's this whole concept of awareness, consideration, decision, top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom funnel. A good head of sales will take care of the BOFU part. So everything from the sales conversations to them basically entering your ecosystem. A head of sales will work on the sales processes, the irresistible offers, and all that sort of stuff. But the problem is that, and they'll manage sales teams too. But the problem is seen a lot of businesses that are doing probably under 80K per month and like 30K per month, somewhere around there, where they can't really, like, hiring a head of sales is not feasible. Because honestly, a good head of sales, they'll cost you $250,000 easy, and they're more for higher seven-figure businesses, right? And so one of the things I've just noticed was like there was a need for this, especially with Ali, and that's why I'm so grateful to work with Ali, because I get to see all these insights from their point of view and really understand what does a high value client really need. So I noticed this gap in the market where, you know, there's people that really need this service, but they can't afford it full time. And then I was talking to Chris Doe, and he's talking about like subscription services where it increases the lifetime value of of subscription models, which is kind of like if you imagine like a high ticket Netflix. So Netflix, they'll produce content every single month, but the goal of Netflix is to make sure that the value you're getting is higher than the amount you're paying. And so I was like, why don't I launch this head of sales subscription service? So I'm testing it on Ali, but then I'm going to be sending out some DMs and all that sort of stuff. Probably going to hire like some sort of like, I don't know, VA or lead generation or some sort of appointment setter type of thing. And just add people to a wait list and let people know like what I'm working on and stuff too. And so, yeah, I've been just working on that, but it's been really intense because I'm not trying to build out a full sales page yet because I'm still validating the offer. But just coming up with like the copy of everything just helps me gain a lot of clarity. So I've been working on that. It's been eating a lot of brain. And then, of course, there's always the automations on top of that. So I use Go High Level and just like, okay, what does a basic email sequence look like? How do I set up the pipelines and all that? I have a lot of it done already, thank God. But still, it is a lot of work, and I should probably hire it, but like when I really believe in being super hands-on, and initially when you're setting up an offer and just letting someone like optimize it later. I have a lot of good people too in my corner. What camera are you using? This shit is so crisp though. I'll show you, hold on. I'll tell you what I like about this camera, by the way, and all that. So I actually bought a crap ton of cameras this year. So I use this one for kind of, what's that called? For my Zoom calls, vlogging, all that sort of stuff. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. Let's see. Oh yes, here's the one I have. This one's an affiliate link, but if you can get your hands on a used one, I think it's just as good. You want... Cool. How do I paste this? Just give me a second. And I'll share my screen right after. So this is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's my favorite camera right now. The reason, let me just hide your comment, just give me a second. So the DJI Osmo 3 is like one of the best, I don't want to say the best camera, but I really like it because one, it comes with this mic over here, and two, it's like a 1-inch sensor on a gimbal. Now honestly, is the gimbal really worth it and stuff? It's like alright. Like it's cool and stuff, but I just don't like, so after I bought that camera, I bought this camera, which is, you can't have, but it's a typical like vlogging camera. And one of the things, I'm not telling you get this camera because it's really expensive right now and it's like hard to find. But this camera, like what I like is like that jankiness and you can switch back and forth. The problem with the Osmo sometimes is like if I flip around, I'm going to do it right now so that you guys can see. But if I flip around, it's like, I'm going to count the seconds. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed my shot. And now like I have to go back, and it's like, it's cool because it'll follow you too and stuff. And you'll see this in a lot of videos, but one thing I don't like about it is like the head placement is off. It really centers me, where I really like a more rule of third type of thing, like where it's more like a balanced shot like this. So those are just like small things, but I really like this camera for like, it's really good in low light. It's I believe let me see the aperture. I think it's 1.8 if I remember. So that's another good thing. It lets in a lot of light. Let me see. 1-inch sensor. Let's see. Let's take a look. What's the F? Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the aperture on it, on the lens, but it's a pretty fast one because it lets a lot of light in. So that's important for like a good camera. And then the other thing about it, it's like very, very portable. I just shove it in my pocket and it works really, really well. So yeah, I also bought my dream camera recently. I bought a GH7, which is like beautiful, but it's not very portable. So yeah. By the way, guys, I smashed my phone recently. So I've been playing with the Galaxy 24 Ultra. Really great phone, by the way. It's way faster than my old one, but one of the things that people were talking about was like this camera. Hold on. Let me put myself in here. Try to do a 0.6. Can you see this? Yeah, this camera is like really, really sick. And then you can, it comes with the S Pen and you can zoom in, zoom out, all that. If you can't tell, I love tech. Like, that's why it makes sense for me to do product reviews, because I'm just like, oh, now I'm able to take the sales stuff that I learned and I know what the benefits of a camera is just from that sales experience and just like being a consumer myself. And I think that's really important. Like, I see so many people kind of like want to do affiliate marketing or any of these things, but they're not consumers themselves and they don't buy stuff themselves, so they don't know what the customer journey is like. When I'm buying things, I'm always thinking about, oh my god, I have so many problems and I want to be solved with this, this, and this, and this, you know? So yeah, dope. Later, Drayshawn. Yes, we'll stay in touch, bro. Cool. I'm gonna stay on for a few more minutes. We're at the 30-minute mark and it's like 7 o'clock. I have to kind of create some new videos and stuff and outlines and tutorials. But I'm really curious, for the people that are on here right now, like, what are some requested topics that you guys have? Like, what are some things that you want to learn? Like, right now I'm doing like a mix of high ticket sales content / head of sales type of stuff. I'm going to be sharing a lot behind the scenes of what's going on too. I have my vlogs. I have personal development type of stuff that I feel like routines and stuff. One of my system videos did really, really well. I have like a lot of YouTube stuff because I've been getting like, a lot of questions about like YouTube and all that too. Even though I don't think I'm the best at it, I do know quite a bit and I can share the insights from all the best YouTube channels because I talk to them every single day, like literally like on my calls, and I know all the problems. And just like, I want to do more tutorials. I have some podcasts that are going to be pretty fun. Just like diversifying my content portfolio right now. But are there any requested topics that you guys have? Because your boy is also, right after this, I'm going to be kind of doing my content strategy and content portfolio. And just having a baseline of ideas and titles and all that sort of stuff. I think that's something that I always struggle with. I'm like, oh my god, I freaking hate this stuff. I don't want to do like content strategy or plan out things. But honestly, all the best YouTubers do it, and I'm just like, I need to do it myself too, just to make sure I have a macro view of like how my content is going, rather than like panicking every single week about like, yo, what's the video this weekend? My team is like, I don't know. I'm like, oh god, let me try find something, right? It's very reactive, and I'm trying to get rid of that. I'm trying to be a lot more strategic with my approach, if that makes sense at all. So yeah, if you guys have any like insights on that, that'd be like super cool. But if you guys don't, totally understand too. So yeah, I gotta do that. And then I have a few affiliate videos that I'm trying to get out too. Just because there's a lot of new creator tools, and people have been asking me like, oh, what tools do you use for like product research and stuff? And that's a cool thing about this age. There's so many tools, and I buy them all and just try things out. And I know I know the good tools, I know the crappy tools and stuff like that too. So yeah. Anyways, I've been yapping way too long. I think there's only one of y'all in here, so I just want to say, if you made it to the stream, thank you. I don't plan to make this a regular part of the stream because I really don't have that much to say all the time. But I think it's good from time to time just to check in, and it's super fun. I really do miss streaming a little bit, and yeah, it's been cool to just stream from like one of my favorite places, Whole Foods, and just sipping on this tea that I just bought like literally over there and used their hot water and shit. And then I just used their fast ass internet to stream because my other place is like the internet's not as good. Oh yeah, one other thing, I am moving relatively soon. I am planning to go to Asia or like different part of Las Vegas and stuff like that. So it's got a lot of changes, man, and new contracts, all that sort of stuff. So I'll just put it like this: all the stuff that you see me post up, there's a lot of stuff that you don't see behind the scenes too. Like especially when I'm in a bummer mood or like really stressed, I don't always really want to like shoot and like be like, oh my god, I want to vlog today, right? Like I want to do yapping content. I'm like, not all the time, bro. So yeah, but anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Peace, my people. Bye.